Daytona Superspeedway, where legends have been created, legends are born, and new grudges come out. Who will make friends? Who will make enemies? And who will take home a podium finish? Live tonight, it's Daytona Superspeedway. Who will make it to the checkered flag? And who will fall victim to the destruction at Daytona?
Biffle, Marlin, Carl Edwards, Casey Mears all crashed on the final lap.
Coming to you live tonight at Daytona Superspeedway. Only on Nap Daddy Racing. We are live.
And welcome to Daytona for the Race for the Cure 250. I am John Smith. I will be your host tonight up here in the broadcast booth by myself. Usually I have my partner Hunter Foley here alongside with me. Tonight he cannot make it, but nonetheless I will be here. We'll be going through this race together for all 100 laps here at Daytona for the Race for the Cure 250. This is a charity event that is hosted by our own Terry Hughes in the 81 car. I don't believe he is on the track. Yes, he is right here. I am also battling a cold right now, so excuse me just a little bit tonight trying to get over it. But this race is for Terry Hughes' sister-in-law has been diagnosed with brain cancer. Coming together to raise funds for her medical treatment, support her and her family in the time of need. So every bit of support helps here tonight. If you're looking to donate, you can look into the description below. I have posted all the links you can go to donate for this race. The cool thing about tonight is that every winner is going to walk away with something. So everybody that entered is going to get store credit. For the first place winner, there's burnouts going on the track right now. First place winner is going to walk away with a 18x24 win poster plus a $20 gift card to iRacing. Second place will get a t-shirt from Nap Daddy Racing. And a $10 gift card, and third place will get just a $10 gift card. But everybody does walk away with something here tonight. It's going to be an exciting race. Looking forward to it. This is going to be my first broadcast on my own too, so we're going to see how it goes. If you got any comments, please drop them in. Make my job a lot easier to help me engage a little bit. But we're going to circle around the track, see some of these guys out here getting some practice laps in. We got 5 minutes left of practicing left before we get to the qualifying. Looks like we got about 19 people in the lobby right now. Maybe we might get just a few more out here, but for now, this race is brought to you by Nap Daddy Racing. Nap Daddy Racing primarily does designs for iRacing, making cars and templates and number schemes and even some logos. We have recently reached out to the broadcasting side, also looking at doing some overlays for some streams and also some camera work, as you'll see here tonight, some things that we offer. So check us out at napdaddyracing.com. That is KNAPP daddyracing.com. Got some free stuff up there too. You can't beat free stuff. If you go to our tab that says free stuff, you'll see some number fonts that we got up there, some templates you can get for free, and some cheat sheets for your setups. But yeah, feel free to go check us out there. Looks like a lot of these guys out here just having some fun spinning around. I believe it looks like we're about to have a pit party going on. I see Jamie Horn in the 19 there. Jonathan Jennings in the 91. Two of the guys from the Doghouse Racing League coming over to race tonight. There's a few of them from that Doghouse Racing League out here, actually. I see Jamie Horn, Jonathan Jennings, Mike Leftwich, Kevin Brown, Gary Armijo, Eric Warman. All from that Doghouse Racing League. From the Madness Racing League coming out tonight, I see, looks like Trent Hughes. I don't think he races in MRL, but Kevin Tankos definitely does. Race with him a few times. Always a good challenge out there with Kevin. And Terry Hughes in the 81 car. Few names I recognize, few names I don't, but gonna definitely be a fun race here tonight. Again, if you're looking to donate, you can check our description at the bottom below, where you can donate. It is a Venmo, Cash App, and a PayPal, all to Mr. Terry Hughes, and he is going to use that money to help his sister-in-law, who has been battling brain cancer. This is what this race is for. It's a charity race tonight, the Race for the Cure 250. Every donation helps. Every donation is appreciated. We're just out here watching these guys qualify for a second. Terry Hughes, 25 years old. She's cooked, my guy. Also from the Madness Racing League, I believe. Bobby Reynolds sounds familiar from that side over there. I also saw another one in that 222 car, Chris Nady. A little shout out to Madness Racing League. Those guys race on the Monday night leagues, just ended actually, but they do have Friday night truck races every other Friday night. Also Saturday night Xfinity races. There's also a I-85 league that these guys run too on Thursday nights. I believe they're running the SDK modifieds right now. I'm not entirely sure. I know they were in the late models, but they might have switched over. And then talking about this Doghouse Racing League, a lot of good drivers from over there too. Those guys run Sunday night trucks. Tuesday night is in the Gen 4, the old Gen 4 cars, Arcos. And then in Thursday nights, it is the Open Setup Cup Series. And I believe that's going to do it for our practice time there. We're about to head into qualifying. Qualifying is going to be a little bit different at Talladega. Your first lap's not going to be your time lap per se. I mean, you're going to try to get some speed, but really your second lap's going to be your fast lap. So these guys are going to have to try to get out there. They're probably going to ride the high line all the way around for the first lap. Try to get as much speed as they can when they're coming around for the second lap. Drop down to the bottom line to make it a little bit shorter. This track measures about, I believe, 2.51 if you are measuring from the wall, but if you go and measure from the inside, the yellow line, all the way around, it measures about 2.47. So you are saving about 0.04 of a mile by running the inside. Not a huge difference, but every little bit helps, especially in qualifying times where even the wind direction can kind of help your qualifying here too. So coming out the track here, we have Jonathan Jennings, that 91 car. Hello, Eric Warman. Thanks for showing up, bud. Excited to see all these Doghouse Racing guys here. Harry Hughes Jr. coming out on the track here, also part of that Madness Racing League. He had a pretty good run, I believe, last night. We're racing at Darlington in the Truck Series, and a good run by Terry Hughes. I think he fell victim to some pit strategies, but he's been up there every week consistently, top 5 finishes. Daytona's a different beast in itself, but I'm looking forward to see what he can do tonight. Stanley Turner, that number 17 car coming out here with the F Cancer car. I believe I saw another paint scheme that looked pretty similar to that one as well. That would be Mr. Bobby Reynolds in that 10 car. And it looks like Bobby Reynolds is going to take the pole position here for now. Stanley Turner in second place, Gary Armijo in third. Jamie Horn jumps up to the pole position after that lap. The real test is going to be the second lap, though. Coming here to the end of qualifying. Looks like we got Michael Ziegler that's jumped up here to the top in that 0-1 car. Jonathan Jennings right behind him in second place. Mike Leftwich, also from the Doghouse Racing League, part of that Shoney's race team, consisting of him. I believe Chris Leftwich, which I don't see in here, is also included in that. Jamie Horn coming in fourth place right now. I got Kevin Brown sitting in fifth on the track. David Hunter finishing up his laps. Hudson Rose finishing up his lap here in that 6 car, jumping up to 6th place himself in that Ford. Still got Eric warming out in the track here. Eric Warman's going to bring it around. That's going to get him a 4th place spot there. Jumping all the way up the board. He'll be starting on that outside row on the outside of Mike Leftwich. I thought that was Eric's last lap, but it looks like he's still got one going. He might be able to capitalize on that first one and get a faster one here. Oh no, he's bringing it back around pit road, testing out his pit strategy here. Makes sense. I do the same thing. Using that qualifying time to test out some pit strategy and just see how it goes. Yeah, but that's going to end qualifying tonight. If you're in here, be sure to like and share, subscribe, all the stuff that YouTube offers here, I guess. Uh, Helps us out, helps the brand out. It's going to help out the race for the Kia 250 as well. Be sure to drop a comment. Let us know who you think is going to win tonight, who your favorite driver is, who you're cheering for. Love to hear it. Again, I'm John Smith. This is my first time doing solo here. I usually have my partner, Hunter Foley, in the booth with me, but he is not here tonight, unfortunately. But it's all right. We're going to ride. It's going to be a good one. I believe that's going to do it for the qualifying tonight. I'm not really sure if there's anybody else left to go out on the track. I don't know. I'm just ready for this race to start. Let's get some action going, see what's going to happen here at Daytona. Sun setting, track's going to be a little bit cooler as we pull up the weather here for you. Looks like the track temp's going to be 78 degrees. So these cars are going to have some grip, going to be flying around, going to be testing all the different lines. iRacing had an update probably about a month ago now that really changed some of the dynamics of how the track operates and how these cars operate. So I've heard that the high side line plays a little bit better since the update. I'm curious to see how that's going to affect the Xfinity cars. I know that's true for the next gen cars. But if these cars kind of get in a line and rip that high side, I think that high side is going to be your winner for the night. Whoever's able to hold it down and stay there, not blow up, there's going to be a huge potential for cars overheating and blowing up here depending on how hard they're pushing. But it's a 100-lap race. You got to protect your tires, protect your car, protect your engine, make it to the finish so you can win this race. K Doggy in the chat, number 33 in here tonight, saying buckle up, boys. It is going to be a good one. I'm excited for it to start. Minimal wind here tonight, 7 miles per hour. Looks like it's going to be blowing kind of the south direction. Anybody knows what HPA means? I believe that's a Pascal measurement. Let me know in the comments. We're going to try something a little bit different here tonight. I'm actually going to turn on our voice chat. And if it gets bad, we will turn it off. But trusting these guys here tonight. So we can hear some chatter over the radio. You can see what these guys are saying, what these guys are doing. I'm actually going to drop a comment here for these guys.
Hey Taco, what is this camera looking at?
Brother, TikTok doesn't allow safety meetings on webcam.
Oh, I got you. Bro, in the house safety meeting? I'm jelly.
Only when I'm racing.
I'm not sure how much longer we have left of qualifying.
That's why I keep my pen handy.
Yeah, I got one too. I got a dab rig too. I also like that on occasion.
The only person I see that has not
I
qualified
don't
is
got any of
John
that.
Dale in the 9 car.
It's like a electric rig, so it's like easy and like you just click the button twice.
Oh, I know all about that stuff. I've been around it my whole life, but don't mean I use it.
No, I got you. I was just clarifying, just if people don't think I got like a torch out right now.
Dabs mid-race would be epic.
Yeah, we're gonna deal with that before YouTube gets us banned for a second. But under following the comments, let's go. Thank you, everyone.
We got a special unnamed drink. I am currently live, so I can't say the name of the drink, but
Pretty sure I have the lobby is.
Ain't no laws when drinking the claws.
Going to disable voice chat for a second there, just so we don't get banned out here. But usually Hunter's our anchor translator who actually listens to the radio and will translate it back to us up top, so we can put on the broadcast, just so we can protect everybody and protect our streaming abilities here at YouTube. But tonight he is not here. He says thank everyone for showing out. Wish he was here. Makes this job a lot easier. Kind of hard to do it by yourself. I know he has done it before by himself when we have some computer issues, and I respect him for it. But kind of hard to find stuff to talk about when you're sitting here looking at qualifying. Nobody's out here qualifying except for John Dale. Still has not made his way out to the track yet. Michael Ziegler is going to be your pole winner right now. Jonathan Jennings in second place. Mike Leftwich, part of that Shoney's race team, is going to be in P3. Starting that outside row, in the second row, is going to be Eric Warman in that 31 car. Jamie Horn, also from the Doghouse Racing League, going to be starting P5. Kevin Brown's got P6. Hudson Rose in P7. Corey Wright in P8. Terry Hughes Jr. in 9th. And Chris Nady in 10th. And once we grid up here in a second, I will read off a full list here and let you know where your favorite driver is at. Gabriel Sup Daddies. Do we have a fan? Is that a fan club name? Yeah, let me know if my volume's bad too. I'm not really sure how to check that from here. Well, I mean, I can't check it from here when I'm streaming, but if it is quiet, please let me know. Let me see if I cannot advance it. I do not have the ability to advance this session either. I'm trying to figure out some back end stuff here for a second.
Stanley, where are you at in Indiana?
All right, so I just talked to him down there, and we have 1 minute remaining of the qualifying. Apparently, there was some glitch in the system here. We can't advance the session. The qualifying lasted just a little long, but 1 minute left. They're doing a national anthem and prayer down there at the bottom. So this is almost over. We're about to get racing. Sorry to everybody here in the comments here and the watching the stream, but we're about to get to it. In the meantime, though, this is a great time to go down to the description, check in the bottom there, and see the 3 ways that you can donate to this charity event tonight. There is a Venmo, there is a PayPal, there is also a Cash App link there at the bottom. You're able to donate. The session just advanced. We're about to go racing here. The lights are on here at Daytona. I'm excited. I'm kind of nervous about doing this by myself here tonight, but it's going to be a good one. If I had to make a pick for tonight, who is going to win this race, I am going to go... Ooh. Let's grid up first, and then I'll go with a winner here. I'm looking over the names. I saw some very fast qualifying. Daytona's always kind of a toss-up, so I don't really know who's going to be where. If you're here watching on stream, drop a comment. Let us know who you think is going to win tonight. If you pick the right person, you don't really get anything for it, but... And I can't even joke about you getting something for it, because YouTube might kick us off the stream. But it's always fun to win. I know Jonathan Jennings and Jamie Horn's probably going to work pretty well together. I like Eric Warman. Eric Warman's going to be pretty fast. Also, Mike Leftwich also does a really good job here as well. Kevin Brown, that 33 car. Driving for Trackside NASCAR Outlet. You can check out Trackside NASCAR Outlet on their website. Provides a lot of NASCAR diecast. I have a few sitting on my desk right now as I talk. They've taken a lot of my money. This is quite a expensive but fun hobby, but good prices. They are a Lionel Racing certified dealer, so you can get some good prices there for Lionel products as well. They also have a bunch of other NASCAR stuff as well, so shout out to Trackside. Get you this grid up, starting in the front row. We have P1 starting Michael Ziegler in that 01 car. Second place is going to be 91 of Jonathan Jennings. Third, Michael Leftwich. Fourth, Eric Warman. Fifth is going to be Jamie Horn. Sixth, Kevin Brown. 7, Hudson Rose. 8, Corey Wright. 9, Terry Hughes Jr. 10th, Chris Nady. 11th is going to be Kevin Tankos. And 12th is going to be David Hunter. Starting out P13, Bobby Reynolds in that 10 car. Gary Armijo 14th in that 7 car. Stanley Turner 15th. Dallas Knox 16th. Gage Knox in that 76 car in 17th. And Trent Hughes in 18th. John Dale, I do not think qualified, but he will be starting in the back in that number 9 car. Pace car lights are off. Coming down the track now. We will be going green here. And we are green for the Race for the Cure 250 here at Daytona. 100 laps, going to be under the lights. Good jump by Zig on that bottom line. Really good jump by Jennings too on that top line, holding pretty steady there. These guys are going to go 2x2 coming around the track here. It's like Jonathan Jennings on that outside trying to take P1. Ziegler's not going to let them have it. They're on the bottom side. Mike Leftwich is going to be pushing right behind him in that 60 car, followed by Jamie Horn. Mike's getting a little closer, trying to get a nice little bump. See if he can push his line out in front just a little bit here. Eric Orman doing the same thing on the top side with Jonathan Jennings. Kevin Brown's going to be that 3rd car and that 33 car on the top lane. Shuffle back here to the back a little bit. Trying to find that 222 of Chris Nady, driver for the Madness Racing League. Blacked out, black and green 222 with the Nat Daddy Racing logo on the side. We appreciate that, Chris. Love to see it. Below him, I see that number 4 car of Kevin Tankos. That is also a, well, the 222 was in, but the number 4 car is a Nat Daddy Racing car that we designed for Kevin Tankos. Trying to see if I can get you a better view of that car. We provided him with a replica of Kevin Harvick's 2003. No, that was not 2003. It might have been 03, but Kevin Harvick's 2003, I believe, design. Put it on the car. He also has a red and black scheme of the same kind. That was a fun car to make. And above them right there is Gary Armijo, driver for the Doghouse Racing League in that 7 car. Trying to catch some drafts here, trying to pull up just a little bit to the front. So we shuffle back over here to the leaders. Kind of the same old at the top. Everybody's kind of holding their line, mind their business. You got to make it to the end to win the race. That's kind of the strategy here. You don't want to be too aggressive too soon. Let's see if we can hop on board here with Eric Warman. Pretty good night for racing out here. We rode along there with Eric Woman for a little bit, just see how he's drafting along behind Jonathan Jennings. And right now, everybody's kind of keeping up. You kind of see two different strategies when you go here at Daytona. Some people want to be in the back and wait for a wreck and see if they can drive through it. Other people want to be at the front to avoid the wreck. Just two different trains of thoughts. One's not really better than the other, in my opinion. I kind of flip between both strategies sometimes. Sometimes not on purpose, I'm in the back, but oh, big drop down there by Mike Leftwich to the front row. He's going to take over that P1 spot. I'm not sure how much fuel these guys are going to have. I know you're 80% fuel tonight. I'm not sure how far that will get you or if the fuel strategy is going to be the play here tonight. They do have 3 sets of tires. Tire wear is not going to be a huge issue here. But the fuel here will run out before the tires will, so there's a lot of strategy that's been at play where you try to ride it out and not be the first car. If you're the first car, you're going to burn off a little bit more gas. So if you want to sit back and be second, third car in line, use that draft, stay off the throttle a little bit more, you could probably make it a few laps further. Jamie Horn jumping to that high side there, going to get in front of Michael Leftwich, some guys he's familiar with, and Mike Leftwich and Jamie Horn, or Jonathan Jennings, I'm sorry, and that 91 car on the top row. Those guys are going to give each other a good push. I know some of these other guys are familiar with each other. It's in Michael Ziegler, I believe Hudson Rose raced together before. Good push by Mike Leftwich and Jamie Horn there. That's going to push them out front by a lot. Lot of bumping going on there. I see Chris Nady in that 222 car that gave a little bit of a shove there to that 25 car, Corey Wright. Corey started P8 tonight, down 1 spot, just kind of biding his time, waiting around. You're going to see a lot of these guys kind of waiting back just a little bit. This race is going to get really interesting these last 10 laps, maybe in the last 4 laps, really, before things start heating up and people start making some pushes and making some moves. That low line has fell off quite a bit. And this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. I know there was an update where the high line plays a little bit better, but as you can see, your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all these Doghouse Racing League guys working together really well, giving each other a good push here. Terry Hughes Jr. in that 81 car is going to jump on with him, try to join along that parade, thinking around Michael Ziegler. Ziegler's now down 4 spots. Terry Hughes Jr. is up 1 spot, was up 2 in the P7 spot. That's Kevin Tankos in that 4 car. Good little push there to Ziegler. That's going to push him all the way back up to the front. Jamie Horn sees it coming, throws the block down. That's a good strat by Jamie Horn, too. He can kind of slow up that bottom line to allow his team to get up just a little bit faster there. Wouldn't be surprised to see him jump back up to the top once his line catches up at the top. So that way, the Doghouse Racing League team has control of the entire race here. And that's what he does there, jumping back up to the top, trying to get a good push. Tankos gives Ziegler a really good push at the bottom, going to push him forward. Really good pushes going on there. Let's see if we can jump on board with somebody real quick. Looks like we're going to go with Mike Leftwich here. Like Hudson Rose fell back quite a bit here. He is down 8 spots now. Chris Nady up pretty high. I think he got in the wall just a little bit. Yeah, Hudson Rose down 6 to 8 spots, sitting here in P13 right now. Alongside Corey Wright, also down 6 spots tonight. Somebody who's moved up a lot, haven't really talked about, Gage Knox. Up 11 spots, sitting in that P6 position, now up to P5, 12 spots up. That 76 car is fast. He's getting to the front. Keith says yes, Motorsports. He wants to lead some laps out here. Kevin Tankos up 9 spots in that P2 position. I believe that's Gage Knox that just went to the bottom of the track there, just below the apron, able to save it, get back up. Trying to catch back up now. Jamie Horn out here at the front of the pack. Behind him is going to be Mike Leftwich, Jonathan Jennings at 31 car. It's going to be Eric Warman, Kevin Brown in the 33 car. Be behind him, Terry Hughes Jr. still sticking in that top line. It's a good plan. All 5 of those guys are probably going to stick there together tonight. Try to push each other there to the front. Terry's going to drop low, looks like. Hop in line with that bottom side. cheese cooked, my guy. Pretty clean racing so far. Everybody's kind of respecting each other, giving each other a lot of space. Not a lot of side drafting going on here. Something we'll probably see a little bit later come into play, but it has been a battle for the lead between Michael Ziegler and Jamie Horn, going back and forth, back and forth. It's like Ziegler's going to get the better of it this time on that low side, pushing out in front. I know I didn't make my picks for winner of the race tonight. As good as Gage Knox is driving right now, you see that big push he's gotten around Kevin Tankos there. I wanna say Gage Knox for your winner tonight. Tankos jumping up that high side, disrupting that Doghouse Racing League team up there. I also like Kevin Tankos for this win tonight, too. Kevin's up 4 spots. I'm sorry. Kevin is up 10 spots tonight. Gage Knox up 13 spots. But I don't want to discredit those Doghouse guys. Working together, it's hard to beat 5 guys working together like that, so. Let us know in the comments who you think's going to win tonight's race. The race is already started. We're 20 laps in, so this is kind of a head start. You do kind of have some sort of bias here who's going to win just based off what's going on now, but anything can happen in those last 4 laps. You can go from last to first. I believe we broadcasted a race here a few weeks ago where a driver who was in the back the entire race ended up winning it on the last lap. Daytona's a very interesting track. A lot of bad luck comes from Daytona, but so far, so good tonight. Jamie Horn gets around Kevin Tankos. So now Tankos is in the middle of that whole Doghouse Racing pack in the top row. Ziegler's going to push out more in front here. I'm impressed with Gage Knox here driving, giving good pushes. And along with good pushes is a good pushy, I guess, in front. You'll probably see Michael Ziegler here, if we could see his telemetry, probably hitting the brakes just a little bit as he gets on these straights, which sounds counterintuitive here at Daytona to hit the brakes, but when you get on these straightaways, you do want to tap the brakes just a little bit. They have a lap car they're getting around here. Hopefully they get around cleanly. That's going to be Trent Hughes in that 18 car. Oh, the 14 is in the wall. That's Dallas Knox. Able to keep it clean. That's going to separate the pack out just a little bit, though. I don't think he lost the draft. I think he'll be able to keep up. Probably no damage. These drivers do have a fast repair here tonight if needed. Bobby Reynolds in that 10 car. I believe that might possibly be a teammate if I had to take a wild guess. Running the same scheme in that 17 car with Stanley Turner. See Mike Leftwich up there in that 60 car jump down to the bottom row behind Gage Knox. it looks like that whole Doghouse Racing team has been disrupted now. Jonathan Jennings out there in front, right in front of Michael Ziegler, who's been leading this race, or in front the entire time. Jennings has jumped down in front of him. Warman's going to be in that 31 car on the outside row. Gage Knox, who's been a great pusher tonight, still on that outside row in P3 right now. Tankos is going to be in that 4 car behind the 01, right behind Ziegler. And Warman and Knox have nobody to help them out here on the outside. Hoping the 25 of Corey Wright can catch up. Hadn't talked about him tonight, but he's going to gain a few spots here just with this draft coming up. Wonder if Mike Leftwich looking to push up. Not going to do it, though. Corey's going to move up a few spots. Big push by Nady to get him there. We've got John Dale in that 9 car, who did not qualify. He's up 6 spots, sitting in P13 right now, up 7 spots in P12. Trying to catch that draft to get around Jamie Horn there on the bottom side of him. David Hunter in the 81 car. That's a nice paint scheme. I like that a lot. Dalco Roofing in Texas City, Texas. Currently sitting in P12 right now. Here in the back, I have Trent Hughes in that 18 car. Looks a little loose coming in there. I don't know if he's got some damage. Hopefully he can catch that draft. I don't think so. I think that draft's going to fall away from him more and more here. I don't know, though. If Armijo falls back just a little bit, he might be able to have just enough to catch back up, stay with the pack. You don't want to lose the pack here. So you see the 10 car there fall back just a little bit. That's Bobby Reynolds. Trent Hughes is going to be a lap down, so if a caution does come out, he will be the lucky dog, get his lap back. Bobby Reynolds back 5 spots tonight, sitting at that 18th spot, but no harm, no foul at this point. There is still a good 71 laps to go for this race. Lots of time. No need to worry as long as you're staying with the pack. Keeping up. I mean, you have a good shot there at the very end. Gage Knox coming down just a little bit low, and Jonathan Jennings. Jennings not going to give up that spot. He's going to be 3 wide, beating the sandwich, pushes Kevin Tankos up just a little bit here. Gage has had such a good run. He's been up 13 spots. Was up 15 spots there for a second, leading this race. I believe 16 spots actually, but falling back just a little bit here. Trying to push it to the front. Kevin Tanko's behind him in that 4 car. He's a good pusher. He'll be able to help him out. Get there. Ziegler drops to the low side. Looks like he is going to pit. Few guys coming in the pit. Ziegler gets loose. There's a car in the grass. Trent Hughes into the back of the 10 car. Ziegler backs it up. That's Bobby Reynolds in the 10. I believe he has some damage to the hood of that car. Oh, the hood's gone. Ziegler's got some damage there as well. Trent Hughes with some damage. Looks like the rest of the pack is going to start bringing it in here. Leaving out the track, Mike Leftwich, Corey Wright, Eric Warman, Chris Nady, Dallas Knox. You see Ziegler get back out on track there. Kind of surprised Mike and Eric did not pit with the rest of that Doghouse Racing team. They're racing off pit road there as Gage Knox in that 76 car. Mike Leftwich leading this pack down pit road. He's going to get bumped there by Corey Wright. I don't know if he appreciates that too much. Eric Warman in the 31 car coming down as well. Dallas Knox, 14 car, and Chris Nady bringing it down. I'm not sure what happened to Jennings here. Trying to go back and look. I don't see anything. He might have had some damage he was trying to fix. I'm not really sure, but he got out by himself. Hopefully he can pick up these guys here coming off of pit road. I believe that's going to be Chris Nady. He is not going to pick them up. That's going to make Jamie Horn your new leader right now, followed by Kevin Brown, Gage Knox, Kevin Tankos, Terry Hughes Jr. in P5 right now, Michael Leftwich behind them in that second pack. Eric Warman, Dallas Knox in 8th place. A little bit behind them in that next pack, Gary Armijo, followed by John Dell, pushing each other, trying to catch up with that second pack, join up. And then this other pack back here, Michael Ziegler, Bobby Reynolds, Hudson Rose. Jennings out here by himself right now. Oh, that is Trent Hughes that got loose a little bit right there. Able to save it, keep it on the track. Keeping it low for these first place cars coming around the first pack. So we pull up the track map here. You can see just how spread out these cars are. These numbers are the position of the car. We'll change these to the car number so you can see where your favorite driver is at. And it looks like this front pack here led by the 19 of Jamie Horn, and I believe that is going to be the 81 car. It's not in the lead lap, I don't believe. Chris Nady falling back a lot there. Going to the back of the pack. That's David Hunter. That 81 car, not on the lead lap at this time. He's going to fall back just a little bit. He will be the first car on the lead lap, though, so if the caution does come out, he will be the lucky dog. But they're coming up quick on Jonathan Jennings. Out here kind of by himself. And now if you're Jennings, the whole plan is to make sure you stay in front of your pack here. In case a caution does come out, you will get that lucky dog spot if they were to pass you, but you can also just stay on the lead lap if your team helps you out here. I think that's what they're going to do. Get behind them, push up. Make sure that Jennings stays in the lead lap. Gage Knott sticking to that bottom side. Going to be your new race leader for now. Taking away the lap from Jonathan Jennings there. So Jonathan Jennings is now a lap down, but he is the first car a lap down. So expect to see Hunter in that 20 car. I mean, it's David Hunter, that 20 car. Try to get around Jennings here. If I'm David Hunter, that's my one and only goal. Chris Nady riding the wall there on the top, giving a little bit of a hell melon here at Daytona. And caution is out. I believe I see the 14 car, Dallas Knox, trying to get around. That's Eric Warman as well in that 31 car. our first caution of the night. Coming to you right around lap 44. I'm going to try to get you a replay here to see what happened here. I'm not sure if Dallas Knox got loose there and just went to the bottom. That little bump at the bottom disrupted the car, sent him up to the top right into Eric Warman. Not sure how much damage that is going to cause either one of them. See if we can back that up just a little bit here. I do want to hop on board here with Dallas Knox in the cockpit cam. Ride along, see what happened here. He just looks like he went just a little bit low, tries to save it. Gets up into Eric Warman at the top. Eric Warman drives almost underneath his car there. See, just about everybody's going to bring it down pit road. Looks like Jamie Horn missed his pit stall there. Kevin Brown missed it just by a little bit. Good stop by Mike Leftwich, Eric Warman. Ziegler with a good stop there as well. This is John Dale getting out. Beating Terry Hughes in that 81 car. Dale's going to move up a lot of spots, getting P9 there. Kevin Tanko is going to be your leader of this race. Quick in and out pit stop. That's Kevin Tanko is going to be your new race leader. I believe these two cars in front will get the wave around here. Three cars in front. It's me, David Hunter, Dallas Knox, Trent Hughes. Four cars in front, actually. Stanley Turner. If they get the wave around, they're going to make their way around the track, get that lap back. If I'm reading this right, I believe that's only going to leave Chris Nady a lap down, Stanley Turner 1 lap down, and Trent Hughes 3 laps down. As you can see, we still have some people here in the pits here, working out some of the kinks in the car. That is the 19 car of Jamie Horn. 25 car of Corey Wright pulling out of there. Looking at some of these races off pit road here. I believe Tankos got out of there pretty quick. Really impressed with Dallas Knox getting there 40.6 seconds. Kevin Brown 40.3 seconds. A really good stop by him. But the pace lights are off. We are about to go back green flag racing here. So our Ford Mustang pace car pulls off the track. Kevin Tankos with a good jump. Terry Hughes right behind him following suit. That's John Dell on the high side in the 9 car. They're going to drop low, followed by Gage Knox, Kevin Brown behind them. Jennings was able to get that lucky dog, so he is back on the lead lap here, trying to catch up with some of his teammates. Also back on the lead lap from that wave around is going to be David Hunter. I believe that's going to be showing 81 on the side of his car. He's been 20 in this race tonight, but 81 on the side of that car for David Hunter, Dalco Roofing from Texas City, Texas. See if we can jump on board here with Hudson Rose. He follows behind Eric Warman. That is Corey right there on the bottom side of your screen. Looks like he's coming off pit road. Got in the comments, Gage Knox racing. As he's racing, this is fun. Gage Knox is having a fun night. He has been moving up a lot. Been really aggressive, finding his way up to the front. Kevin Brown on the outside. He's going to be your new race leader for now. See if that high side can get a push by Michael Ziegler. High side has been fast all night. Michael Ziegler has been fast all night, so that's a good combo. Good push by Terry Hughes there in the back of Kevin Tankos. Both of those guys have raced the Madness Racing League together. Familiar with each other's driving styles. Just a little over halfway home here for the race for the Cure 250. Kevin Tankos right now is going to be your leader. If you're looking to donate to this cause, you can check our description. We have 3 ways to donate through Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. All donations are appreciated. There was an entry fee to this race. There is payouts for this race that are provided through donation. So all the money that has been put forth through entry fees and donations will go straight to this charity for a good cause. Kevin Brown's going to fall off just a little bit here. He might have to tap the brakes to let Ziegler catch back up to give him a good push. Looks like that's what he's kind of doing here. Ziegler can't quite draw in. Kevin Tankos and Terry Hughes have just taken off, though, at the front. John Dell in that 9 car looking to follow suit and stay close. Gage Knox behind them. Eric Warman in that 31 car on the low side. I believe I also see Hudson Rose there on the bottom side as well. Terry Hughes jumping up to the top side, going to lead this race. Kevin Brown thinks about following. He is going to drop down. Thinks better of it. Goes to the outside. Michael Ziegler's going to catch up. Hopefully give him a push. Terry Hughes leading this race. Kevin Tankos with a good push. Some good racing going up here at the front. Some Daytona racing. Terry Hughes here with a good push to that high side. Kevin Tankos. John Dale is right on the bumper of Kevin Brown, that 33 car. Things are starting to heat up just a little bit here with these drafts and these pushes. Getting a little bit more aggressive here. Teco's out here back in control of this lead in P1. Kevin Brown, 2 Kevins out in front, giving him a big push in that 33 car. John Dale in 3rd place, still trying to follow along. 3rd place is a great position to be at right now. Saving your fuel, biding your time. Going to run this draft off these other guys in front of you. Go back here to some of these guys back here in the pack. We're looking at number 7, Gary Armijo from El Paso, Texas, in that 7 car. Kind of hanging out in the back, still a lot of time left. 40 laps is a long time to give here, so he's just waiting around, waiting to make his move. Somebody was in a little bit of trouble earlier. Dallas Knox right beside him in that 14 car. He's up 3 spots, sitting in P13 right now. David Hunter, who was a lap down earlier, back on the lead lap now, sitting in 12th place. That nice looking paint scheme there. In front of him is going to be Hudson Rose. He's currently down 3 spots, but nothing hurt right now. A lot of time left. He's sitting in 10th place, waiting to make his move. See if this bottom line is going to make a good push here near the end. Pull up our track map here. Looks like on the other side of the track, Corey Wright and Trent Hughes working together. Corey Wright 2 laps down, Trent Hughes 3 laps down. If they try to maintain here, if a caution did come out, your lucky dog currently would be Stanley Turner. Closely followed by Chris Nady on that inside lane, so I guess it just matters who is just a little bit further forward when the caution does come out. Both those guys are 1 lap down. Oh, and that's going to be it right there. Chris Nady looks like he got hit by Turner. He's turned around. I'm surprised there is no caution for that. Let's see if we can jump back to that really quick here. Looks like a bad bump. Or actually, it's like Stanley Turner was got moved just a little bit from behind. He gets out of the line just a little bit, tries to jump back in, gets the bump at the same time, and down into Chris Nady. I'm afraid that might end Nady's night, if we're being honest. Nady still got it on pit road. He did jump to pit road, I believe. There is a 2-minute towing penalty for that. Leading this race right now, though, is Terry Hughes. Kevin Brown trying to make a push on the high side there, followed by none other than Michael Ziegler, who's been up in the front all night. So now if a caution did come out, it would be Stanley Turner getting his lap back. The only car 1 lap down. Corey Wright 2 laps down. It looks like Trent Hughes is 3 laps down. These guys firing down the backstretch here, trying to go too wide, see who can push each other to the front. So we're coming down to about 35 laps to go here tonight. Pulling up the pit stop lap here, you see a lot of guys coming in on lap 33 and again on lap 44 underneath that caution. Probably took a little bit of fuel there, but it looks like these guys are going to be able to stretch it maybe 33 laps on fuel. So with that said, we're looking at probably lap 77. You see these guys coming again for the last pit cycle. Somebody spinning here in the back. Jennings is around. That's caution number 2 coming out. That's Dallas Knox. Stanley Turner with some damage. Let's see if we can flash you back here, see what happened. I believe that's Dallas Knox that got up into the wall, came down on top of Jonathan Jennings there. Yeah, knocks up into the wall. Down on top of Jennings. Looks like he is going to get to that 17 of Stanley Turner. Turner able to drive right through that, actually. Gets a little bit of damage, but not much. That was impressive. Let's hop on board with Stanley Turner. See how that went. Splits the cap right through. Good driving by Stanley Turner there. I believe my math was wrong. I think it's going to be lap 66 about when they need to come in anyway, so... No, 77 was the lap that we were looking at that were coming in. So now I believe this pit stop here will stretch them to the end of the race. I'm estimating they probably had about 8 to 12 left in the tank. Laps, that is. And again, these guys do have a fast repair tonight. I'm not sure if Jennings had used his already. And I'm not sure if he took enough damage on that wreck to even warrant using his on that wreck. But Jennings is back out, going to maintain on the lead lap. Gage Knox is going to be your leader, followed by Kevin Tankos. Terry Hughes Jr. in 3rd place, coming off pit road. Michael Ziegler in 4th. Got Kevin Brown in 5th place. John Dale in 6th. John Dale up 13 spots tonight. That's impressive. Mike Leftwich rolling off here in 7th. Jamie Horn 8th. Jonathan Jennings in 9th. David Hunter in 10th. Hudson Rose 11th. 12th place, I have Bobby Reynolds. Eric Orman in that 31 car in 13th place. P14 belongs to Gary Armijo at this point. Dallas Knox coming around the track here in 15th. Stanley Turner is going to be in 16th. Is not going to get his lap back because he was involved in that caution. Corey Wright's going to be in 17th. He is a lap down as well. Chris Nady is going to be 2 laps down in 18th place. Involved in a wreck earlier that a caution did not come out. And Trent Hughes in 19th place, 3 laps down. It's been a lot of clean racing here tonight. A lot of big movers. Chris Nady's actually going to get the wave around, get one of his laps back, so he will be 2 laps down. The way this is going so far, I don't expect any more cautions to come out. But who knows, it could get very aggressive here at the end. 30 laps left. I don't think anybody should have to pit anymore past this. I think a lot of guys are going to kind of be a little conservative for the next 20, 25 laps. And then those last 5, just completely send it. Hope for the best. Hope to stay out of trouble. See if they can take home a win here tonight. Guys are doubling up here, about to go back to green flag racing. Pace car lights are off. He will be coming in this time around. Chris Nady still making his way around the track after getting that wave around, trying to catch back up really quick. It's like Gage Knox has picked the inside road here to start. I'm actually not sure if we are able to pick which lane they want to start in. I know a few leagues will allow them to pick high side or low side. But pace car is off. We were about to get back racing here. Gage Knox on that inside line. Kevin Tanko is going to be leading that top line. Big push there by Kevin Brown into Michael Ziegler. Kevin Tankos and Terry Hughes working well together on that top side. Going to push around to the top. Trying to take over that first place spot. Like some 3 wide racing going on here. Terry Hughes there in the middle, pushing up to the Kevin Tankos. Tankos gets into the wall. He's going to fall back a little bit. Able to save it, keep it clean, keep it straight. No caution is out. We are staying green here. And look who's up here. Dallas Knox. Involved in an incident earlier, pushing his way back up to the front. He's sitting in 14th spot right now, up 8 spots. Our biggest mover of the night so far is going to be Gage Knox, sitting in P1 right now, up 16 spots. I'm showing that Trent Hughes has jumped to the pits. I believe he is going to be calling it a night. Mike Leftwich with a great push there at the bottom. He's going to push Gage Knox all the way out in front. Jonathan Jennings, involved in that accident earlier, was also a lap down earlier. Is now up here at the front, currently sitting in 6th. He's going to be in that 3rd position on the bottom row. Hudson Rose, we talked about him earlier. It looked like he was kind of sitting back. Right, he's in a perfect spot here to try to make a jump and make a win here at the end. We got about 25 to go coming around this time. Big wreck in the back there. I see Chris Nady involved. Looks like Stanley Turner was involved in that. Corey Wright cutting through the grass. That's going to bring out our third caution. See if we can cut back here and see what happened. You got a Chris Nady giving a little bump to the 17 of Stanley Turner there. Comes down, gets to the 9 car of John Dale. Hits Corey Wright in the 25. Jamie Horn dives low to avoid it. Eric Warman low to avoid it. Gary Armijo checks up a little bit. Gets bumped. Gary able to make it through. Warman's able to make it through, cutting the grass there. That's the 10 car Bobby Reynolds trying to get around. I don't think he ended up with too much damage either. With that 9 car at John Dale, 17 of Stanley Turner, 25 of Corey Wright, definitely taking some damage there. And if you have a fast repair, now is the time to use it for these guys. Gary's going to bring it down. I see some damage to the back of Eric Warman there as well. Looks like Eric Warman uses fast repair there to fix that damage. Jamie Horn is going to take 4 sets of tires. 4 fresh tires, I should say. He's going to roll out pit road there. Gage Knox, your race leader right now. Up 16 spots. Really fought his way to get there as well. I think we're going to have 22 to go when the pace car does pull off and we go back to green flag racing. H Knox says woo up in the comments. I believe Gage Knox is texting and driving. Usually don't advocate for that, but he's doing a pretty good job of it tonight. As this pace car heads down the backstretch one last time, this has been the Race for the Cure 250 charity event for the sister-in-law of our very own here, Terry Hughes Jr. She was diagnosed with brain cancer a few months ago, trying to raise some money for a cure and to help her and her family. Every little donation helps. We appreciate every donation. Again, in the description, you can find where you can donate to this race. Thank you to everybody who's entered the race. Thank you to everybody who's been watching the race. Every driver here is going to walk home with something tonight. Top 3 will get some prizes here at the very end, though, but looking forward to an exciting finish. Pace car is about to pull off. We will have about 22 laps to go. It's going to be a shootout here for the final 22 laps. No need to pit anymore. We are back. Green flag racing. Great push by Mike Leftwich on the low side underneath a Gage Knox. Michael Ziegler able to keep up. Kevin Brown giving a good push to Michael Ziegler down the high side. Oh, I thought Ziegler was going to leave him hanging there for a second. Looks like he thought about it. Going to stay on the high side. Terry Hughes Jr. in that 81 car is going to stay high with him. Gage Knox in the middle. He's going to be the meat in the sandwich. He's probably going to fall back here. They are 3 wide going around right now. Jonathan Jennings on the inside there. Gage Knox tries to push up with Kevin Brown. Tanko is going to push him behind him. Terry Hughes Jr. going to fall back in line. Big bump there. It's going to push Kevin Brown off. Michael Ziegler gets loose. He's going to fall off. Spinning around in the grass. Big wreck. That's going to collect about half the field there. See Terry Hughes Jr. crash. Looks like Mike Leftwich, Bobby Reynolds, John Dale. See if we can flash you back to that first part when Michael Ziegler did go off the track here. We did see Gage Knox get to the back. Kevin Brown kind of bumps him out of the way there. And then gets pushed down a little bit. Michael Ziegler into the wall. He's going to crash. Coming back up here to Gage Knox, though. Jumps down right in front of Mike Left, which catches him a little bit. That's Tankos there in that 4 car. It's like a racing incident. Don't know if Tankos knew that Brown was there, if Kevin Brown knew that Tankos was there, but he's going to turn Kevin Brown. Gets down into Jennings there. Gary Armijo goes around with Hudson Rose. Dallas knocks into the wall. That's Jamie Horn that gets spun there. And just everybody's getting collected there in the back now. That Stanley Turner caught a lot of that. John Dale in the middle of that 9 car. Eric Warman in the grass trying to avoid it once again. Jamie Horn able to keep it straight, though. Trying to see what happened to Terry here. He was on the outside trying to avoid it. Nowhere he could go. Unfortunate for him. That left front is locked up there. Hoping he still has a fast repair. He's making a good run tonight. It looks like he's just going to tow it. It'll be our 4th caution of the night. Pretty clean racing so far. We've had some kind of weird moves happen here and there, but so far everybody's been clean. Very few incidents for this Daytona race. Gage Knox is going to be your current leader in that 76 car. He is up 16 spots. Jonathan Jennings on that high side, able to avoid that wreck. Did take a little bit of damage. I don't think it's going to hurt him that much, though. David Hunter, who was a lap down earlier, sitting in P3 right now. He's up 9 spots. Jamie Horn also involved in that wreck. I don't think he pitted, or if he did, he used his fast repair. Looks like Kevin Brown also used his fast repair, was caught up in that wreck. Pretty nasty. But he was caught up in there, but able to repair that car, keep it on the track. And Terry Hughes out here jumping back in. So he did have that fast repair. 17 to go, a lot of time left. When we cross the stripe this time and go back green, we will have 16 to go here at Daytona for this race for the Cure 250. Got Robert Reynolds in the comments saying, get it 76. 76 has been getting it all night. Up 16 spots, starting P1 here. So we get back to green flag racing. Great jump by Jennings. Try to get you some sounds from the racetrack here. It looks like Jonathan Jennings is going to be your new race leader here tonight. I got Robert Reynolds, I believe that's going to be our Bobby Reynolds here in the comments saying too much damage from the wreck tonight, from the last wreck, so he hopped out. Bobby had a good run there. Unfortunately, Daytona just had some bad luck for some people. Daytona always seems to get me. I try to stay away from this track as much as I can. See Kevin Tanko's jump to the high side back here in the back in front of Terry Hughes. It seems like those two guys like to work well together. Gage Knox in that low side, pushing Jonathan Jennings there. Kevin Brown the high side, pushing Jamie Horn in that 19 car. Then you see David Hunter in that 81 car there. Third car back on the bottom lane. Hudson Rose up there getting that draft behind Kevin Brown, pushing up. That's going to be John Dale behind him, who was involved in that incident earlier, able to use that repair, get back on the track. John Dale's currently sitting P8, up 11 spots tonight. Gage Knox, still your biggest mover, up 14 spots. A little wiggle there out of Kevin Brown. Able to keep it straight, though. Keep it behind Jamie Horn. Third lane started by Terry Hughes in the middle there. Flying through there. He needs some help. Terry Hughes pushing his way all the way up. He is currently a lap down, so none of this is for position. He does not want a chance at being that lucky dog with Michael Ziegler a lap down right behind him. They're going to push Kevin Brown out. Kevin Brown gets to the side of Hudson Rose. Hudson Rose there in the middle. Oh, they're going 4 wide here. Ziegler around. Fifth caution. I believe that's going to give Terry Hughes his lap back. That's Gary Armijo that's around as well. So we try to cut back there and see what happened. I'd like to try to find just a little bit better of an angle here. Kevin Brown tries to avoid him, but Ziegler just keeps coming up just a little bit. I don't know if he got bumped or if there's a little net code between him and Hudson that pushed him up to the top. He's going to get into Hudson. Hudson door slams Warman just a little bit. Armijo and Dale trying to avoid it getting to each other. And I know John Dale used that fast repair earlier. I believe that is going to give Terry Hughes his lap back, as he should be the lucky dog here. Actually, it's going to go to Mike Leftwich, who was a lap down. So congrats to Mike Leftwich being the lucky dog, getting his lap back here. Going to put him back on the lead lap. Looks like Gary Armijo is going to be calling it a night. Jamie Horn's going to be your new race leader, followed by Jonathan Jennings, Gage Knox in third place, David Hunter in fourth, Hudson Rose in fifth, Corey Wright, who was, I believe, a lap or two down earlier, now back on the lead lap, sitting in P6. Kevin Tankos in seventh place, Eric Warman in eighth, Kevin Brown in ninth. And your first car lap down is going to be Terry Hughes Jr. in that 81 car. One lap down. I really thought he was going to get that lucky dog. I'm not really sure how it panned out there when the caution flag did come out. Looks like Michael Ziegler's going to keep it out in the track. He's only a lap down. It's actually showing Mike Leftwich still a lap down too, which is... I wonder if Terry Hughes actually got to a little bit of damage there. If you get some damage when the wreck is happening, it will not let you get your lucky dog. Well, we got some time. I'm going to see if we can check back here. Very confusing there. Maybe that push by Terry Hughes is actually what caused it. I'm not giving him that, but Mike Leftwich, good job on his part to avoid that whole wreck. That's going to leave us with 9 cars on the lead lap. Pace car is going to be off here. We're going to have 7 here to go as green flag comes out. Good jump by Jamie Horn. Looks like Gage Knox spun the tires just a little bit there. He's going to fall back. That's going to leave Jamie Horn out to dry. David Hunter jumps low to try to get behind him. Jonathan Jennings does the same. Hunter back out to the outside. Trying to start that high line to get around. Gage Knox tries to go to the high side here. Going to try to lead that high lane around Jamie Horn and Jonathan Jennings. Hudson Rose, we talked about him earlier, just sitting back, being conservative, buying his time. And look at him now, sitting in P3 behind Jonathan Jennings in a great spot to make a run here at the very end. Kevin Tanko's right behind him in that 4 car, followed by Kevin Brown, that low side. Eric Warman at the 31. That high side is not playing right now like Gage Knox wants it to play. It looks like Terry Hughes Jr. is going to try to make a jump to the high side. Maybe start a 3rd lane here. He gets into the wall just a little bit. Chris Nady behind him. Going to pick him up, try to give him a push, keep him with the pack. Coming to 5 to go here. Jamie Horn's going to be your leader. Jonathan Jennings right behind him. That high side is going to consist of Gage Knox, followed by David Hunter behind him. That 25 car, Corey Wright. Just those 3 guys there looking for a little bit of help to try to get out in front. I don't know if they're going to get it. Terry Hughes Jr. is a lap down, coming up behind him. Going to try to give him a big push. Terry's praying for a caution. Caution would give him the lucky dog, put him back on the lead lap. Oh, and he gets into the wall hard there. He spins around. I'm not sure if that's going to bring the caution out or not. I know these guys up front don't want the caution. Gage Knox out by himself, trying a little bit of side draft to get around. It's going to work for a second. He's got to squeeze in and pull away from those cars, though. Hudson Rose bumps him off just a little bit. Breaks up that side draft. Corey Wright trying the same thing on Eric Warman back there. Coming to 3 to go at the stripe. Jamie Horn still your race leader, followed by Jonathan Jennings. It's like David Hunter's dropped back to the back of that pack behind Eric Warman. Still time to make a move. '17 car Stanley Turner is not on the lead lap right now. He is 2 laps down. The rest of the pack that you're seeing there, though, is on the lead lap. Jonathan Jennings kind of gets accordion there in the middle, able to hold on to it. Hudson Rhodes, that 3rd car, got into him. Got to be careful bumping if you're the 3rd car. Looks like Gage Knox and Kevin Brown is able to catch back up to the front of that pack. Kevin Brown breaks that draft just a little bit, though. That's going to make him drop back. Kevin Tanko's jumping to the high side, now leading that high line. Good push by Gage Knox, but he gets into the wall. Gets hit again. And he's spinning. Caution is out. I'm not sure if that was enough to bring out a caution, but we'll go back and review that. I'm not sure where the caution came from. Trying to find the caution here. I believe that was going to be what brought the caution out. I know this started with a little bump from Gage Knox here. Maybe not perfectly center on that bump. Kevin Tankos tries to get back in line and gets into the side of Kevin Brown. I'm not sure if that really warranted a caution. Try to jump around the track to see if we see anybody else out there. I don't believe so. I think that is what was called a caution. I think that was an iRacing call of caution as well. So Michael Ziegler is going to be able to get his lap back here. That's going to put him back on the lead lap, which is dangerous. He has been fast all night. Bit up at the front. Got into some bad luck earlier, which got him around, but look for him to make a push here on this green-white checkered. We will do 3 attempts at this green-white checkered. I want to take this time to thank everybody that's came out here to watch this race tonight. Everybody in the comments, all the viewers. Thank you to the drivers for coming out and showing their support for this cause. Again, if you're looking to donate, you can check our description at the bottom. It has 3 ways to donate through Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App. All these drivers are walking away with something tonight, but the top 3 will get certain payouts. Going to the winner will be a win poster. That's an 18x24 win poster for winning here at Daytona. They will also receive a iRacing gift card. Coming in second place will get a t-shirt and an iRacing gift card. And third place will get just a iRacing gift card. Super cool to see the support that has came out tonight to help out for this cause. And while you're at it, if you are into iRacing, be sure to check out Napdaddy Racing at knappdaddyracing.com, specializing in iRacing designs and templates. It also can handle any of your other graphic design needs, including logos, screen overlays, streaming overlays, or iRacing cameras that we are currently about to post on the website in the next coming weeks. If you've enjoyed some of this camera work tonight, you can pick up these cameras on our store in the future. Also, if you like free stuff, we do have free stuff on our website, including some templates, some number sets, some pit stop setup guides for the next gen car, and some social media icons. So be sure to check it out. We're at napdaddyracing.com. But enough about that Napdaddy business. Pace car lights are off. We're about to go green here for a green-white checkered. This is going to be our first of 3. Jamie Horn leading the pack. Jonathan Jennings behind him. Well, on the high side of him in second place. Leaders all sticking there with a good jump. Jonathan's going to try to duck down there to the bottom line, I believe, if he can. He might stick to the high side with just 2 to go. Hudson Rose there on that low side, trying to push his way up there to a podium finish, trying to get a win. Gets a little bit loose there. He's going to fall off a little bit. That's going to give Jennings the advantage. Gage Knox right behind him. Knox pushing Jennings up to the front. Eric Warman gets pushed below the line there. That's Corey Wright trying to make a third lane. Final lap here at Daytona. Jennings up on that high side. Jamie Horn on the low side. Gage Knox on the high side behind Jennings. Looks like Hudson Rose on the bottom side behind Jamie Horn. Corey Wright trying to make a third lane through there to push his way to the front. Oh, they're spinning. That's David Hunter back there. Everybody's spinning in the back. Coming to the front. Jonathan Jennings in the lead. Jamie Horn sideways, going to take second place. Hudson Rose coming home in third. What a finish there. Gage Knox, I believe, got in a little accident at the very end. Going to finish in fifth. Corey Wright making that third lane. Rolling the dice pays off. Coming in fourth. I'd be happy too. Eric Warman, P6. Kevin Tankos, P7. David Hunter, P8. Kevin Brown, 9th. But your winner tonight is going to be Jonathan Jennings. See if Jennings will burn it down here. Congratulations to Jonathan Jennings, going to bring home a P1 finish here. Coming in second place, Jamie Horn as they pull up beside the wall with Hudson Rose. That's cool. That looked almost in synchrony there. Sounds like Jenny's gonna blow it up. And I believe that is going to do it for our race for the Cure 250 here at Daytona. So we pull up those race results for you. Coming in P1 tonight, Jonathan Jennings in that 91 car, pulling it out there at the end. Second place, Jamie Horn in the 19 car, kind of sliding across the finish line. Pretty good finish there. Coming in third place, Hudson Rose. We talked about him earlier, just sitting back, being conservative, playing it smart, able to push his way there to the end for a third place finish. Corey Wright making that third lane, rolling the dice, took a gamble, paying off, him getting that P4 finish tonight. Gage Knox in fifth. He is going to be also our biggest mover, up 12 spots. Led a lot of laps this race. Got in an accident there at the end. Still going to come home with a top 5 finish. Eric Warman going to finish 6th place. Kevin Tankos in 7th. David Hunter in 8th. Kevin Brown at 9th. Michael Ziegler in 10th. Had a very fast car. Unfortunately had some trouble there as well. Mike Leftwich is going to finish 8th. Stanley Turner. Well, Mike Leftwich, I'm sorry, in 11th in that 8 car. Stanley Turner 12th. Terry Hughes Jr. 13th. Chris Nady in 14th. John Dale 15th. Gary Armijo 16th. Dallas Knox 17th, and Bobby Reynolds taking home in 18th place tonight. And I believe in 19th place is going to be Trent Hughes. But with that said, that is going to do it for us tonight. Thank you everybody for coming out, watching the event. For all the drivers that came out and joined the event, everybody that's donated, we appreciate it. Money's going to a great cause. Nat Daddy Racing ourselves are happy to support for this cause. For Terry Hughes Jr., a friend of Nat Daddy Racing, our stream, we also race with him in the Madness Racing League. So happy that we can come out and help as much as that we can. But just a big thank you for everybody that came out and watched tonight, everybody that came out and drove tonight, anybody that has donated. Again, if you would like to donate, you could check the description in the bottom here. It does have 3 ways to donate through Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal. Gage Knox in the comments saying top 5. Thanks, bud. Had fun. Gave her my all. You did. My man drove to the front. Really good driving here tonight. Able to text his way up there too, as he was in the chat with us throughout the race. Very impressive stuff out of Gage Knox tonight, but everybody's going to walk away with something here tonight. Just a fun race to call, very exciting. I always love coming to Daytona and calling Daytona. Gets super exciting for the last few laps. But yeah, until next time, I've been John Smith. Be sure to check out Nat Daddy Racing at knappdaddyracing.com for our iRacing templates and design needs. And again, please feel free to donate using the descriptions in the bottom. And until next time, I've been John. We'll see you later.